Holy moly, easy gentlemen. Well, yes, hello. Hello, one and all. His name is still Zolo, and I'm still BGE, aka the bestest man in the world. Hello. Bruh. What do you have to say to that, bruh? How's it going out there, everybody? How you doing tonight? We've got a new chapter to talk about. We've got a whole beautiful situation ahead of us. Oh, it's gonna be an exciting one. Now, as always, well, let's just jump on over here to the page, shall we? Because it's a very special chapter. I think you already know why. We're gonna find out real quick. Here we go. Shall it be Goda or shall it be Hacta? We've got a movie promo chapter, baby. Yeah.
Easy
That's
money.
some easy money right there. And it feels so good. Hey, Affy, what's up, dog? Film Red Bros, it's our time. We made it. Now, as always, let's get our vote going right away. Yes, of course. Let's begin the vote before any discussion, right? Okay. Let's pull it up. As we always do, as we all know, this is a pro gambling stream. I encourage people to risk it all and lose it all. Hang on, let me pull up the thing here. Okay, now our last chapter was read just like Hacta. You got it. Let me see. Okay, here we go. All right, last week it was 62% Goda, 38% Hacta. Okay, now Goda's been on, I believe, a bit of a streak now. Although, I mean, there was the big month-long gap before that. And there was a lot of Hacta in there, but that wasn't even really trying, you know. So, hey, who knows? Who knows where the fates will land this week, shall we? Phil Lucky TBH might be the right testicle, might bet the right testicle too on Hacta. Today's the day to bet both testicles for sure. All right, let's start our prediction. Okay, here we go. This will be a normal bet, normal chapter. It's real. All right, rev it up, boys. Get those buckaroo bits ready to fly because it's time to vote. Is it Goda or is it Hacta? Here we go. All right, there you go. Cast your ballots, ladies and gentlemen. The voting has begun. For the first 30 minutes, as always, all in on Hacta? All right, well, we will find out at the end of the stream. Hacta solely for the movie promotion? That's going to be a blow. That's going to be a blow. Okay, they're off to the races with the buckaroo bets. All right, there they go. Now, okay, so let's just jump right into it, shall we? We got Chapter 1055, our friends over at TCB helping us out. Goda Bros, where you at? Sound off. All right, so here's the cover of Jump. Very red. Okay, cool. Red, like the blood that Shanks wishes to drain from his non-human enemies. Right, makes sense. Okay. Blah, 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 blah. TCB boys. Yep, thanks, guys. Notes. It was really cool to get the chance to hang out with Aoyama Gosho. He felt like a big brother figure. It's always neat to meet people with a similar background. Okay, I gotta Google who that is. Aoyama Gosho. Japanese manga artist who did... Oh, the Conan guy. Right, yeah. Okay, of course. Yes. Congrats on La Epic Collaborino, my dude. Nicely done. Okay, and little... I wonder why they put this sideways, because obviously it's, like, hard to see and stuff. I think this is a poster. Maybe it was, like, included in Shonen Jump, like this poster or something. It's nice artwork, you know? Looks like Oda artwork. The colors look nice. Oda always does nice color work. Well, that's not true. Not all the time, but I've always enjoyed... When he does it good, it looks good, you know? That's what I'm saying. All the chips on Goda. I do not care one bit about this movie. Okay, all right. There you go. Uta, you know, Uta is present. That's a Hacta right there. Okay, who the fuck is she? No one. Her hairstyle is I think her hairstyle. All right, let's be serious. Is Uta's hairstyle the worst in the entire series? I think there is a strong case to make. I do remember, let me see, no, not Shirahoshi. Shirahoshi's is kind of similar, but, like, it's these, like, extra double loops down here that are particularly bad. Like, can anyone, who's got a worse idea? Cracker. Crackers is very silly. You are right.
That's pretty good,
Crackers
right?
is kind of fun with, like, the sparkiness to it that implies there's, like, a power involved. Hang on, who is that? Real Elite Gaming, hey, thanks, buddy, on a 2-month streak. Oh, wait, no, what's that, a 1-month streak? That's not a streak. Either way, thanks, buddy.
Easy money.
And don't forget.
Thank you, Baxter.
Thank you, Baxter. Appreciate that. Yeah, that hard ER on Baxter.
Thank you, Baxter.
Thank you. I mean, my Baxter. Yeah, thank you. Raizo. I gotta Google, what does Raizo's hair look like? I can't remember offhand. He's got like a big, like, diamond-shaped things around him. Raizo, One Piece. Let me see. Is Paulie the guy with the hair spike? Paulie, One Piece. No, he's the blonde guy with, like, a very normal hairstyle. No, his hair's fine. Oh, Raizo has, like, those weird, like, wiggly things. Foxy's receding hairline. You know, maybe it'd be better to caveat it as I think she has the worst hair of. And again, I know that I'm a little bit going crazy here. Because, like, there's different character archetypes. Raizo, for example, here, let's pull him up. Like, he's the silly boy archetype, you know? So, like, he was never gonna be, no one's gonna care that he looks silly. Like, he's a silly character. Whereas with her, I think she has the worst hairstyle of any, like, cute, like, Nami-style girl. I'm gonna go with that. I think that's true. And she's definitely up there for the most ridiculous hairstyles, okay? Uta's supposed to be cute, but her hair is dumb. Gedatsu. Yeah, I mean, there definitely are dumber hairstyles. That is true. That is true. Am I the only one legitimately excited for the movie? Well, you probably all know my feelings about the movies. I couldn't care less about them. And frankly, I think they've done more harm than good, even if it's just the one early reveal of Laugh Tale before we got to chapter whatever the fuck. What a nightmare that was. For that reason alone, I would cast them all into oblivion for eternity. Okay, anyway, there's the cover. It looks nice. Good job, Goda. All right, you did it again. 3 issues in a row? Wait, what does that mean? Is he saying that 3 issues in a row there's going to be, like, this stuff about Uta? What is this implying? I don't know. Okay, whatever. I don't know. New Age. Yeah, they're calling it New Genesis, but that is, in fact, a mistranslation. Our boys at TCB, once again, killing it. Because, well, here, I'll get to the end here, and I'll show you something. Okay, Uta, listen, pirates have stormed the town. Okay, so here's our little bonus thing about the movie. All right, so here's our real plug. Uta, they got my dad. And they got Oda to draw it. Okay, thanks, Oda. Save us, Uta-chan. The houses are burning. Wait, so, like, people are actually calling Uta to save them. Okay, I don't know who Uta is, and I don't care, because I'm not going to watch the movie. Maybe, like, later. I don't know. Like, if it's such a shit show, I might check it out. But if it's, like, just one of these, like, side stories, I just don't care. It's, like, not canon, basically, so who cares? She makes songs of misery. Shanks has a fight scene, allegedly. I mean, I guess that might be worth paying a little bit of attention to, you know? I don't know. Okay, anyway, so people are calling Uta to save them. Okay, this implies that she's, like, some sort of, like, hero. Okay. She wakes up. Pen, I need a pen. So she's sleeping, or... Okay, I guess she's just resting, whatever. And she wakes up, and then she grabs... Wait, so she doesn't have a pen. So what is it? Is this, like, her lipstick or something? Like, that's a lipstick. This seems to imply that she used her lipstick and her makeup to draw these on the walls. Now, see, most sane individuals would simply use their poop and would smear it all over the walls. I really think that's the approach that he should have gone for.
And there's a guy that's a little bit base.
But I guess for the more girly feel, that's fine. I mean, if it was a guy, he would have gone with poop. But, okay, it's Uta, fair enough. Different character. Different kind of vibe he's going for. Blood, blood, also good option. A based poop pencil. So, okay, pant, that's decent composition. I don't know. It's been years since I've looked at sheet music, so I'm not even going to bother trying to think about it. I guess there's lyrics written in here in scribbly Japanese. Okay, I can read some characters here and there. The movies are harmless fun, you say? Harmless fun? A certain island called Raftel. It's just if the Raftel thing hadn't happened, I would mostly agree with you. I would. I'd be on your side. But I'm gonna come back to that forever because I can't believe that they spoiled that shit. Okay, all right. Let's not get hung up on it. Okay, New Age. Oda drew this extra showing the moment Uta penned her New Age theme. It's done. My magnum opus, she said. Okay, now. Uta is canon, technically. But still, who cares? I mean, I don't know. Like, I would need to know her story, and I'm not interested. People can tell me via osmosis. I'll absorb whether or not this movie is like worthy of my attention or not. For example, I think Film Z. I mean, if you've actually seen Film Z, There are some absolutely bonkers, retarded things that happen in it. Like Z's plan. All right, do you guys know what Z's plan was in the movie? Z's plan, Zeto, is to blow up the entirety of the Grand Line. Think about that. The entirety of the Grand, and like there's like a convoluted like, oh, there are like these ley lines. There are like that if we trigger an explosion using these like super nukes I have, these fucking Sakuradite explosives or something, it will like somehow trigger like a cascade effect and blow up. It's true. He did want to make 1776 happen again, which is based. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense that would be a thing. That's not how reality works. But okay, it's a movie. That's fine. Okay, so that's silly. However, just as a character, Zeto is based and cool. And he's like an even stronger Akainu. For him, Akainu is not enough. He's not killing enough pirates for his taste. And to that I say,
Thank you, Baxter.
I'm gonna come.
yeah, pretty impressive. I don't know. His fights were pretty lame though. Fucking like Zeto's fights were he just punches. Boring. Look, it's One Piece. You gotta have an interesting devil fruit. These fucking hockey games, man, they're cringe. They're cringe. One Piece. It's never been One Piece's strength to do that stuff. I didn't even watch the Gold movie about the casino guy. I don't know. Oh, and the song, and yeah, it's Zeto's relationship with the other Marines. That was Kino. They sing the song. They all call him Sensei. I mean, that's what it's about, and that shit was great. That shit was absolutely great. But it's, like barely canon, and I don't know. Who cares? Okay, anyway, movies are lame. Okay, so I wanted to touch on, so we've got Uta here. She penned her magnum opus, right? And I know maybe it's low-hanging fruit, but nonetheless, because it's really funny to me, I pulled up the lyrics. I pulled up the lyrics to this song, which, by the way, yeah, it's called, like, New Genesis for some reason. This reads as Shinjidai, which means, like, new era or new age. So Genesis is like, literally incorrect. Like, Genesis implies a birth or a beginning. It sort of does. Like, that's one way you can interpret it. So I guess New Genesis is, like, fine. I guess it sounds, like, fancy and cool. I don't know. Both are fine. Okay, here we go. So check this out. Let's look at these insanely, like, this is Uta, right? The most important character all along, deeply involved in Luffy's backstory. She's basically the Kuina to Luffy when he was a child, right? No, it doesn't matter that he never mentioned her one time. No, it doesn't matter that she's basically not canon. Yes, she is the most important character in the entire series, and you need to love her. She's a more based character than we've ever had. If we can get her working, then the whole thing works. Yeah. Right. She was there all along. If you exhaust the emanations and the penumbras of the chapter 1, you can find her there. She was definitely a silhouette, obviously planned, for sure. Indeed. All right. So let's analyze Uta's magnum opus. Okay, here we go. Let's just take a look through. Do I even want to read all this? We can choose the way of our... It's just... I don't even know how it sounds. By the way, I don't think I've listened to the song one time. I have no interest. Try a brand path. Brand? Is that correct? We can change the world. We can change the world. Is this correct? Does this sound right? Lucky free. Hang on, I can't read that. I gotta pull it up on my thing over here. It's all fucked up on my screen here. All right. Recent events. What was that? Like 100 bits, 100 bitarinos. Yeah, thanks. Lucky's free. Thanks, buddy. I like Uta because she's hot, so I don't care.
Thank you, Baxter.
Sounds based to me, but also...
Shut up, bitch!
Okay, here you go. Yeah, if I sing it, it'll bring the copyright strike. Luckily, I don't know the melody at all. All right, what do we got here? Say goodbye to everyone who stands against us. No one has the power to stop a change that comes through music. No, you can't stop magic. All right, it's just okay. It's just really funny. All right, do we even need to read more of these? Every note I sing is bringing you closer to your purpose. Don't let go. You wanna play a real game, unfurl the chain. Melody strung out like we're walking on a tightrope. Don't wanna cry, don't wanna try, wanna forget. Just let me live inside a dreamland. I wanna be free. Let a brand new era dawn. I know that we can create a Shinsekai. That means new world. All right, so we have taken the most generic lyrics possible, and it's like, whoa, my magnum opus. This is like some fucking some Shakespearean shit I'm pumping out right here. Okay, now to be fair, to not be a smarmy asshole completely, like pop songs, like I don't know, they're mostly about like the vibe, right? The lyrics don't actually matter. So whatever, she's like a fucking musician. I'm gonna assume that like it's the melody, it's really good or something. By the way, does she have like a music devil fruit or something? I'm just gonna say that if it's just oh yeah. This should just be Macross. Macross DYRL did that and was the ultimate Kino and will never be topped. Yes, clearly Luffy's future wife. It's almost like he's fucking Shanks. That's gonna be good. Okay, whatever. Like, yeah, you get the point. It's silly. I laugh. Haha, very funny. Okay, I'm a smarmy internet asshole. Aren't I original and special? Okay, great job, everybody. Here we go. Autism headphones in many such cases. Hey, you know, that just reminds me. Did anyone else have a similar feeling? When I first watched Code Geass, like, what was that? Like, I don't know, 15, 20 years ago now? Like, a long time, right? It's like if Kesha said my magnum opus and wrote TikTok. It probably is Kesha's magnum opus. You know, a magnum opus doesn't have to be, like, literary genius. Like, it just has to be your best thing. And I'm going to assume this is. Obviously I don't want to get copyright claim, but I'm not going to go listen to it either because it will not be that good. There's just no way. I'm sure it's probably a fine pop song. Anyway, hey, remember in fucking Code Geass when that guy, I can't remember his name, but he was that guy that showed up who was C2's previous like, what do you call it, like Giost individual, because Giost means like pledge in Irish or something, in Gaelic or whatever, and that guy, and he had headphones on. Remember this guy? I can't remember his name. And he had the power. He could he wasn't deaf, maybe he became deaf, I can't remember. He could, yes, he was obsessed with C2, that's right. He had headphones. Oh yeah, he had headphones and he played C2's voice. Mao, was that his name? That sounds right. He played C2's voice in his head all the time, or in his ears, because he couldn't stop hearing voices, because his Giost was always active, because he could, like, hear people's thoughts all the time and stuff. What I was going to say about that is, I thought that was so weird to just, like, listen to a person's voice. And it is. Don't get me wrong. I was going to say, since that time, like, ASMR has become a thing, and it's very normal to just listen to, like, people's voices kind of just for the aesthetic. So since that first came out in Code Geass to where society has tragically fallen to this low point that we're in right now, that has become sort of a normal thing. Now, listening to, like, your weirded ass, like a no longer girlfriend who doesn't want to be around you anymore, of course that's not normal. You know, that's not what I'm saying. Me, when I listen to Talking Pirates, thank you, Baxter. Exactly right. Anyway, that's my story about headphones and anime. There you go. I thought that was funny. Haha, epic. Gay ass saw it coming from chapter 1. Very true. Very true. She's listening to Leet Street Boys. She's definitely listening to oh god, what's it called? Ex-Military. she's blasting those grips, boys. She's definitely blasting grips in there. All right. I saw a meme that Shanks only came to Wano to promote his daughter's movie. Well, we're gonna find out. She's noited as fuck right now. Yeah. All right, let's get to the chapter. All right, we're talking chapter 1055. It's actually starting now. Okay, here we go. I fucked the music with my serpent tongue. Yeah. All right, chapter. Here we go. Enough fucking around. In fact, let me take a sip of my water here. Yo, Agumon, if you got that meme, link it. But I think we'll be well covered. Okay, here we go. All right, so the boys are partying, and they're you better vote, Unbred. There's still time. Okay, you voted. All right, nicely done. Oh wait, we got the link here. Okay, all right. Now see, I probably won't even need to pull that up, but I'll keep it over here on the side. It's that one Kiro Bonito / Death Grips mashup. That's definitely what she's listening to. By the way, yo, could you link that? Because I've never heard that. It sounds based. All right, here we go. So, whatever. Everyone's partying, having a good time. Nami, Tama, that guy, Cloud. Is that a giraffe? I don't know. Okay, all right, cool. Yamato! Yamate Yamato. That's how you'd say it. Haha, epic. Okay, why won't you let me fight? You mustn't lay a hand on him, says Dragon Man. I mean, well, okay, I guess that's fine. I mean, spiritual, I know what he's going to say. I was going to say, like, she really could help. That'd be fine. Yamato! Ooh, that's good. Okay, so Green Man is going ham, as he does. Alright, Raizo Yun is using his extremely original epic devil fruit power of the scroll fruit. That is canon, what he's doing. Fascinating. And he released some fire up on his ass. Okay, fire release. Gua, just kidding. It was merely a ruse all along.
He took a bite of gum gum.
And he is invincible, apparently. Fireproof Forest. You're up against a Navy Admiral. You'd think I wouldn't be able to guard against such an obvious weakness. Okay, now, so there's been a little talk about this. Oh, here we go. Sick. I'm gonna pull that up. I'm gonna listen to that later. Oh, dude, I love this cover. Fucking Sarah on the ex-military cover. That's hilarious. Okay, yeah, I mean, it could just be like hockey or something. I mean, that wouldn't like necessarily like repel fire or whatever. I was thinking that live wood doesn't actually burn particularly well, you know? So, I don't know. I'm still searching for an explanation as to why it doesn't work on him exactly, because, again, I mean, he is wood. Wood does burn, but not like living wood. But he didn't say, it wasn't like, well, again, this is actually another very confusing thing. When Akainu killed Ace, he said, like, I am lava and you're merely fire. Of course, lava trumps fire. Like, that was never elaborated on as to what exactly that meant. So it forced us to come up with all kinds of theories of like, oh, what Oda really meant is that the liquid magma, of course, would extinguish the, like, gaseous or plasma fire. So that's what he meant. Other people are like, no, lava is just, like, way hotter, or it, like, has more mass, or... I mean, it's open to interpretation. Is it literally just higher on the devil fruit hierarchy? You know, like my favorite, most powerful devil fruit, the Nika no Mi? Is it like that? Magma's cooler. Okay, well, fine. But, you sure don't want it to touch you less than fire? Probably, right? I don't know. Is his weakness ice then? Green Bull, I mean, it's the only elemental weakness it has left. Well, that's true. He's got sap. I mean, yeah, maybe he knows how to, like, manipulate the material of nature, you know, like sap or whatever. His resolve was greater. Okay, whatever. I mean, I would love a little more clarification just on I control my powers thusly, because it kind of feels like, because there's no explanation, I wouldn't blame someone for just being like, excuse me, fuck, for just being like, this is just a power level moment. Like, he just is strong enough somehow that, like, his power level, and maybe it's Hockey Man. I mean, this is kind of what hockey does. I don't know. Just makes him not hurt by it. And this is kind of why many of us just don't really love hockey as a mechanic. Like, remember in the old days when it used to have, like, specific weaknesses and strengths you had to use, like Crocodile with water and stuff? That was pretty cool. I liked those quite a bit. Okay, but whatever. Like, he could still have those weaknesses, but just have some technique to counteract them. But it would be very useful for Oda to spell that out a little bit, you know? At least lava is hotter than fire had a bit of internal logic to it, but I've heard that isn't even true. A force being immune to fire for no apparent reason is kind of lazy. I mean, I agree, but again, I just wish Oda would clarify exactly what he means here. Okay, whatever. We'll see. So, all right, so here he goes. He's going to give him the suck real quick. Loop. He goes right into my boy. Got him.
Bruh.
And then he gives him the suck.
Bruh.
That's what he heard. Just pushing the water in the plant toward the surface, but who knows? I mean, again, that would make sense, you know? And it's just that we can infer some of the stuff, but I would just really like to not. I would love a little clarification, that's all. So he's getting the suck. Okay, he looks, man, he nutted, but he's still sucking, clearly. Okay, darn you. Okay, let's keep it PG in here, Kawamatsu, please. He must have some weakness, right? Okay, there's Shinobu with, like, a silly-looking sword thing. Have we ever seen her with a sword before? I don't know. I was just trying to remember if I've ever seen her with that particular blade. All right, so they're Weed whacking with my man. There are fire-resistant trees. I mean, sure. But again, like it's like he brings up the stereotype and then says, "Didn't work on me." I don't elaborate. Well, actually, his explanation is, "I'm a Navy admiral and I came up with a countermeasure." Is basically what he said. That's all I got. I wish there was a little more than that. Okay, anyway. All right, so everyone's getting sucked and fucked and cucked. All right, grabbed them all. Okay, here we go. So now we're cutting to back in the palace. Castle basement, here we go. Kozuki Sukiyaki secret room. All right, here we go. Very cool looking room, very Nipponese. Even further down. Okay, I've got a question about this. I'm hoping you guys can help me figure this out. Yeah, quote, "The fireproof forest is the most explanation we will ever have." And I'm not even that bothered by it. I just would like it if it was clarified. That's my final position on that, basically. Worst chapter since the dual fruit reveal? You think so? Man, we'll see. All right. Okay. All right, so here we go. "So you did well to sniff us out. You make it sound like I'm a hyena. I simply noticed the two of you weren't with the others and naturally made me wonder if you were up to something." Okay, yeah, obviously Robin was fucking the big dude. Also, look how big he is. Was he always that huge? I mean, I know he's Odin's dad, and Odin is a large lad for sure. But I don't know, man. 1054, was 1054 worse? I don't know. Okay, so be careful where you step. The ground is covered with mold. Okay, that's fine. I never told Orochi or Kaido about this passage, but they were still able to find the poneglyph in no time. Okay, all right, here we go. We got to talk about this, of course, because they had a fishman on their crew, the all-star Jack. I never told Orochi or Kaido about this passage. Okay, so, all right, so this requires a discussion, briefly, because as we all know, okay, first of all, loved the Jack representation.
Thank you,
Baxter. That's my man right there.
The American people are tired of
Jack not getting enough screen time, but luckily, Goda came back for this panel for sure. Okay, slam the brakes on that, because I got a question of Hactus present here, because, all right, I mean, I don't know how old Jack is, you know, he's probably like not young adult, but I mean like 30s to 40s, something like that, I don't know. And he, it's true, Jack has become cute now. I think that's true. Jack has jobbed so many times, I think that he is now cute. That's what I think. And I don't think I'm the only one here. Yeah, right. So this man has a devil fruit, the mammoth devil fruit. How can he move in the water? That's the question. Okay. But, I mean, if you really think about it, 28 in the Vivre card, okay, fair enough. It's just, he could have done this at any point in the past, and who knows when he ate his particular devil fruit. And, I mean, like, okay, there's no way he could do this having eaten the devil fruit. So, there's that. Well, the thing about, like, Kaido being there for decades is that Jack is actually quite young relative to the rest of the crew. I remember, like, in the flashback, I think Oda, like, made a mistake by showing, like, Jack's silhouette when Jack would have, like, canonically been 8 years old at the time during the flashback or something. So, a commenter thought they lowered him on a rope. I mean, but it's just... it's just kind of a strange inclusion. Well, you know, honestly, I really don't have a problem with this, as long as the implication is Jack did this before he ate the devil fruit. If that's the case, that's fine. And Jack could have eaten his devil fruit, like, 1 month ago. I really don't have a big problem with any of that. So, I don't know. That's fine. That's fine. I think Oda retcons sea weaknesses to just not being able to use your powers. Well, the problem is... No, you guys. You see, I have the facts. I have facts and logic on my side. Because Oda has confirmed in the past that all it takes is any amount of water in a standing location. I believe rain doesn't do it. For example, he clarified specifically in an SBS years back that Khalifa, in her bath, when she was fighting Nami, because if you remember during Enies Lobby, Khalifa was taking a bath. Oda confirmed, like, yes, she was, like, halfway submerged. That was about 50% of, like, her power was drained just to flex on Nami because she wasn't even worried about it. I didn't realize Jack was even a fishman until this chapter. Well, that's just because you're a little speedy reader there, my man. Not just water, but liquid. Okay, I'd have to double-check that clarification, but okay, that seems believable. Mr. Lemon, hello! Hello, my dude. What's up? Baby Jack on Kaido ship like Shanks and Buggy on Rogers. That does sound adorable, and I would love to see it. It was water in the... Okay, but the point is, Jack is fully submerged, and again, like, even knowing that fact right there, it's that we have specifically seen Jack personally submerged underwater, and we saw that he was 100% helpless and could not move. And by the way, that means that someone had to come down and save Jack when he was trapped underwater. So that is, I mean, that's Oda just showing you don't need Jack at all to be the one diving. You know? Okay, anyway, he was faking it for the chest. Okay, again, I'm not even mad at Oda about this at all. It's just that, like, if Oda ever shows that, like, Jack ate his devil fruit a long time ago, then I will have a problem with it, because this won't make sense. But if we just assume that he ate his devil fruit relatively recently, which is totally believable, let's say even 5 years ago, then all this is totally fine. All this is totally fine. So there you go, you know? I'm not going to call that Hakta, as long as he is consistent. Of course, yeah, I mean, Oda has made mistakes in the past. Mr. 3 floating straight up did not make sense, but then he added a fun retcon to make it make sense, which is totally forgivable. And that's, like, fun and the best way to handle it. This would be a different situation. But again, no flaws detected as of yet. All right, so anyway, so that's that. Yeah, actually, that's just Jack asleep, falling down. I mean, Robin looks good, but she's no pre-time skip Robin. She's fine. I don't know. How would being a fishman help? That will be clear when you see it. Okay, all right. We're talking about what's the deal, why we're even mentioning about having a fishman there. Right, okay. How far down did this go? I would say it'd go a few hundred years deep. Okay, which is an odd way to respond. That's fine. Oh, Robin's tan came back for one panel. Dark Robin bros. Okay, again, that was only the anime. So again, I can't hold that against Oda for that. But nonetheless, I did prefer her tan. Okay, where is that dim light coming from? Guess there is a glass block window at the end of that crawl space. Damn, that thing is built solidly. You can climb in there and take a peek. We should already be below sea level. Okay, so Pop, no... Okay, now, can anyone explain to me... Is the implication of what's going on here that Robin immediately crawled up here and then Law teleported her back to him? Because the weird thing is the pop of Law implies that he is the one who's moving. You know what I'm saying? So, okay, but where did he teleport? Is this implying that it was him who was here? Because we just never see him there. So I'm just a little unsure. Robin crawled and he teleported. Oh shit. Oh, okay, I get it. Yep, you're right. So she had to crawl and he teleported to her. Oh, okay. You know what? Actually, that's cute. Okay, now that I was wondering, I couldn't figure out exactly what this meant, but him teleporting to her is cute. Although I must say, he does need to swap places with something. So what did he swap places with, huh? Air? I don't think so. Yeah, it's. I actually was thinking, like, why didn't Robin just, like, sprout an eye? Which Oda did comment on that years ago in, like, an SBS, saying, like, he was never going to have her do the, well, if Law can swap places with air, then why has he always, like, swapped places with pebbles? You would just swap, that would be much easier just to do it with air. So I think it's a fair assumption to make that he can't swap places with air. I'm just saying. He swapped places with Robin's smell. Makes sense. And what was I saying? Okay, right. So anyway, so they crawl up. Law, Law is fine. This is cute of Robin. This is Robin being cute. I do like all of this. You know what I'll say about this, about the kimono? She looks very comfy. And I like that. And I like that a lot. Good Robin. And she's showing a lot of emotion this chapter, which I like to see. All good stuff. She does look very flat, but those kind of dresses do kind of pull in that way when you wear them. I don't know. Okay, anyway. So here we go. So they're looking out the glass thing right here. And okay, is that Wano underwater? Okay, cool. So there's some underwater stuff here deep under the ground. That is an older Wano from about 800 years ago. Nate is a girls in pajamas man. That absolute freak. That's pretty cute. I like a comfy looking girl. You know, that's an aesthetic. All right. What do we got here? Okay, right. So what do you mean? Exactly as I thought. Although, as to why it ended up like this, I have no idea. It says Robin, I think. Oh, exactly as I said. Okay, no. It's guy, old man talking, right. It's so well preserved. Does that mean this isn't really seawater? Okay, because again, she's been underwater for like 800 years. This stuff would have disintegrated. Okay, I mean, I don't even really care, but it would be nice if Oda comments on why. Okay, this is what I do know. Do we see any fish in there? Okay, yeah, there's some fish in there. Do you see anything wrong with this information? Says Animatic. Well, let's, okay, Animatic? I don't know. Ask me that after we read through this explanation right here, okay? So, okay, this is what I do know. Long ago, Wano was at a much larger and located at sea level. Here's how the raid can still fail. There's another Wano! That was only the raid on the first Wano. There's a whole second one, man. Well, I mean, it's been 800 years. It's a good thing there was no leaks, I guess. Okay, whatever. It's fine. I'm gonna assume they worked really hard to build it. They did have like a long time to build the wall, so I guess that's fine. Okay. So, right. So Wano was low and Fuji was high and had like this little double thing going on here. Okay. On the base around Mount Fuji. Okay, cool. At some point, walls were erected all around. Now, okay, it has been weird since the beginning that Wano looked like this. It's always been strange. It's always been, noteworthy. And, like, it could have just been that Wano just is this way. So that's fine. Well, yeah, I mean, it could have just been that Wano was always this way. This is also a fine explanation. I can believe that this was done. Again, like, the amount of building it would take to, like, build these giant walls around a country is a lot, considering the insane, gigantic size of Onigashima. Or rather of Wano. Oh, no, I think this is Onigashima here, this little, like, side thing, if I remember correctly. That's, like, the separate land, Onigashima. It could definitely be a devil fruit, that's fine. Oh, if you use Pika's fruit, you know what? That's a good point. That's a good point. In fact, if Oda even wanted to, like, drop a little lore and be like, yeah, we are in the history, we see that the user of the whatever Pika's devil fruit was the one who did it, I'd be like, hey, that makes sense. You could get that job done in a day with that shit. Morley's too, but Pika's even more so. Pika's even more so. Yeah, okay. So, okay, so they built walls to enclose. Rainwater had no place to escape to. Whole towns were eventually submerged and abandoned. Okay, so we covered it, and they flooded. Okay, that's fine. The land further up mountains was established for settlers. So they like carved out, or like, frankly, well, I mean, I guess if you can build the wall, you can build out this like extra bits of land around here. Because like that, you're talking about building, like basically the entirety of the surface area of Wano right now was built by someone here. But if you had Pika, like Pika's devil fruit to do it, you could get it done. You could get it done. It might take like a lifetime, but it could get done. Joy Boy built the walls and made Wano pay for it. Very true. Loving every laugh. Okay, so the land, it was established for settlers. The grew into the country we're familiar with. Okay, there you go. Or 20 giants and Zunesha could have done it. Yeah, also possible. Also possible. Although don't underestimate, like, giants aren't that big. Like, the country of Wano is, like, huge. So, whatever, you know what I'm saying. I mean, I just think you would need a little bit more than that, Giants are really not that big, all things considered. But they could move a lot of mountains. They could make some stuff happen pretty quickly. Anyway, I don't really care. Just with enough time, this could get done on, like, the hundreds of years scale we're talking about. So I have no complaints about this so far. Like, this is the kind of fantastical world building stuff that I enjoy. And while I find it's a little bit crazy and like hard to believe, it's fine. This is perfectly within like what One Piece does world building wise. Okay, see guys, I don't always just bitch and complain about things for no reason. The land further up the mountain. Okay, blah blah. Okay, all right, there you go. The current Wano. Okay, there you go. All right. Well, how is there an endless waterfall? Well, the reality is probably that there isn't actually an endless waterfall because, I mean, there are places in the world right now where there is a quote-unquote endless waterfall. And why is that? Well, the answer is because there's a big body of water built up above it that just continually flows onto it that is filled back in with, that is filled in with, like, rainwater and water from up mountains and blah, blah, blah. It all gets, like, irrigated and funneled to one location that resupplies it and like, I fucking Niagara Falls. Niagara Falls is flooding 24/7, 365. as I understand it. That is true, right? Pretty sure. I have often wondered how that's the case. I mean, the answer just must be like big rivers from all over Canada must like flow south to Niagara Falls or something. What's this about? Nate, pull up the Zunisha fits in Wano meme and see if it compares to this lore. Somebody want to bring me that that image? I'll pull it up. Zunisha is a big boy. It's a big boy. Something about Water 7 is sinking or something. Well, I mean, I think that the implication with Water 7, for example, I don't know if you guys are talking about like how like people have said that like Oda, that's not how islands work, which is kind of true. I mean, the implication being that like Water 7 is floating on the water, and that it's slowly sinking over time. I actually never thought that's what Oda was intending to imply with Water 7. I mean, because again, the whole idea was what's the name of the big storm? And don't tell me. The big storm that hits Water 7 is what is it? I'm gonna remember it. Davy Backfight. No, shit. Oh, I can't remember. Big Laguna. Oh God, thank you, Molotov. Thank you. Big Laguna. Or no, Aqua Laguna. Yeah, not Big Laguna. That's my favorite character from Final Fantasy VIII. Actually, he's not my favorite character from Final Fantasy VIII. We'll talk about that another time. Aqua Laguna. Yes, thank you. I think the implication was actually just that in some way Aqua Laguna was smashing into it and was like compressing the island down. It might have been eroding the land like from under. It doesn't really make sense. I think what it actually was talking about was that it's just that the water level is rising because Aqua Laguna just is getting worse over time. I don't think there was actually any implications of like the island literally sinking. I don't think. But even if there was, it's Aqua Laguna related. Like that's the issue. As I understand it, you know. Aqua Lasagna is my favorite Kingdom Hearts character. Agreed. Okay, anyway. So there you go. Water 7 stuff. All right, so here we go. We have arrived. Oh my God, the different coloration. That's a heckin' Poneglypherino. It's a road Poneglyph. 3 out of 4, boys. All right, we did it. 3 out of 4. We've hit it. We did it. And also the shrine looks cool. I like that silly Japanese lore stuff they got going around. Looks nice. Okay, the load Poneglyph. I got a load for you for this Poneglyph. You know what I'm saying? Wait, where is it?
Do not come.
Fuck you, Sukiyaki.
I'm gonna come.
Yep. Get a load of this. There it is. Ask Hiyori about this. She'll tell you all about it. All right. So there it is. It's really here. This is our third. We just need one more to travel to Laugh Tale. We are in a cavern near the foot of Mount Fuji. Okay. If you continue to trek a little deeper, current location, Old Wano, okay, it is said that you would find the sleeping ancient weapon Pluton. Okay, I have never seen it myself and am unable to show it to you. Okay. Retrieving Pluton would require the removal of the walls that surround this nation. Okay, that's the retrieving of Pluton, not necessarily, like, just catching a glimpse of it. Okay, because, again, like, so clearly Pluton is, like, around here somewhere, now that we know it's here. I am not the biggest fan of the ancient weapons, and the thing with the ancient weapons is they are kind of a mystery box. They need to be... It's just that, like... one of my big frustrations, really one of my fears about One Piece in general, is that One Piece made many very big kind of promises as it went along, and I'm afraid that the answers won't be great. However, they could be, and a lot of people say, well, Nate, don't judge it until it comes out. But then you're just getting taken for a ride if, if there are obvious signs, not that this is the case with, like, the ancient weapons or anything, but, like, if that was the case, if there were signs that you're getting taken for a ride, but people say you can't judge it, like, that is just foolishness. That's foolishness. You know, but I'm not saying that's the case with here, but it's always a risk that you run with a really long running series. So I'm always a little worried about how things like the ancient weapons are gonna pan out. But we'll see. Well, it's just that, and you want to trust the author. It's just that when it comes to the big promises, Oda has simply not been tested on any of the really big ones. Now, it's fair to say that, like, Oda has been really consistent with delivering on, like, the proper themes of One Piece, although there has been no bigger blow against them than some of this Nika stuff, you know, so... I don't know. Okay, whatever. Let's get off all that. We don't need to go into any of that for the 100th fucking time right now. Last Poneglyph in Elbaf or Sorbet Kingdom. I don't know why it would need to be in those two specifically, in that or framing there, but or maybe that's the or with the implicit or other places. Elbaf would be the easy one, but that might be too easy. It might be too easy. So we'll see. And it would not be unbelievable if Shanks had it. I mean, again, like we've talked to the Whitebeard pirates, it's possible they like had information about it. I mean, maybe Blackbeard, but Blackbeard's new on the scene, obviously. So it would make a lot of sense if Shanks knew about it, you know. So we'll see. Maybe, Buggy got it. Buggy just got it last week. He's the first guy over the hill. No, that's not what I wanted. There you go. I think Buggy's definitely got it. It's Captain John's treasure. I mean, possible. It could be part of a treasure trove for sure. And maybe they couldn't read it. They didn't know how valuable it was, etc., etc. Hang on, I got to take a sip again. My throat hurts. Kuma was a king of Sorbet Kingdom, so I can't imagine they don't delve into that deeper. Imagine away. There are lots of things that they're not going to delve into before the series is done. I'm just saying. Buggy already found the One Piece. Be mad about it. That sounds fun. I definitely would mauled. I can't wait to maul. The Demon Pirate hated catching up with talking pirates. You're talking about the here, look, what is a pirate speech as an example of foreshadowing hockey. Just want to clarify, that's actually an anime-only scene. It's not in the manga. Here it is if you're interested. Oh, yeah? Well, there you go. That's pretty good evidence right there. No, you don't understand. That was actually Le Hepic foreshadowing a Reno of obviously Oda, he, as much as he wants to, those damn editors, they don't let him include everything he wants to in his manga. So luckily he was able to make up for that in the anime and stick it in there, based. Here, look, foreshadowed hockey since chapter 1, and Nate is in shambles once again. Fact check true.
Bruh.
Fact check true. All right, let's keep going, shall we? Actually, you know what? I just want to say one thing about that Demon Pirate. You bring up a great point there. Guys, I think this might be something I want to spend more time on personally. Maybe on, like, Talking Pirates episodes in the future. Excuse me. Oh, I got hiccups. The amount of disinformation, historically, about One Piece, things that people still believe, despite there being, like, no evidence for, or extremely bad evidence that can be, like, easily debunked by just the most basic level fact-checking of, like, the Japanese, or even the way that the English was translated. There's so much, like, things that people just believe that's wrong, that I feel like I might want to embark on a quest to undo some of those things. Like, this could be something I do on, like, off weeks when there isn't a chapter, Well, I'll tell you one. Here's one. For example, there is a widely held belief among not everybody, but many people, and it's for reasons I'm going to mention right now, about also debates would be fun too, for sure. I want to get more people on the show. It's that people say that Doflamingo confirmed during his fight with Luffy that some devil fruit powers can awaken, and implied that others cannot awaken. And the way that it's framed in the Viz translation, it does kind of imply that. Now, don't get me wrong. That's a fairly generally phrased thing. I mean, again, I've checked the Japanese translation. It's quite clear. All that Doflamingo says in that one panel, it's during when Luffy goes Gear 4th for, like, the first time or something. He just says that he literally says it's rare for for awakening. He just says awakening is rare. That's all he says. It's true. Like Hamon Beans debunking Iraqi for God, which frankly I think he goes a little too far on, but fair enough. So he says that it's rare about that thing, but people interpreted that. There is a sizable amount of people to this day who believe that some devil fruits can't awaken because of that one line. Those people are incorrect, and it is objectively the case, because they're using that evidence to prove that conclusion. That evidence is faulty. So, like, that's exactly the kind of thing that people need to know. Because, again, you continue to see that to this day. You continue to see it. And it's unfortunate. But it's out there, and there's more things like that. Okay, anyway. So maybe one day I'll do some more of that stuff, I'll put together some of that stuff. All right. Is the I just fact checked this the other day. The 5 flying devil fruits is what did we say? I literally checked line or word for word the translation of that. it was, I thought that it didn't really say that, like, it was an elite, like, special group, I think. I think that it kind of left the door open. It didn't conclusively say that, like, there were only 5, but the way that it was phrased, it made it sound like there were 5 of them, but it's not like it was, like, an iron thing that, like, it... So I think that was, like, soft. I'm phrasing this terribly. I would need to go double check it again to see, honestly, you know? I'm part of the problem? How am I part of the problem? I'm doing my best here. Oh, that was Hacked talking. Okay, Hacked is just trying to get to me, guys. We can't let him in. We can't let him in. No. The 5 flying devil fruit thing, it definitely is still. Like, he does literally say, like, the 5 flying devil fruits. And, like, the amount of flying devil fruits is in the dozens. And again, there are varying degrees to, like, what they use to fly. If he meant, he didn't say birds, he said, like, flying power devil fruit type thing or whatever. So there's a lot of them. That's a soft hack, I would say, but it wasn't really the worst offense in the world. But he was definitely wrong. It's definitely not true. Well, see, Doffy is the one who... Doffy does not fly. He pulls himself along, which is not textbook flying. Right. There's ambiguity, but if the document that I made about the flying, it breaks them into tiers, and there's like 8 hardcore, inarguable, they fly. Then there's a second degree of they fly using, like, a second derivation of their power. For example, Admiral Green Man, we first saw him flying using, like, sort of a derivation of his power, which was, like, he made a flower on his back and then it spins. Like, he does fly, but that's like a secondary usage of his power, you know? And then there's guys like Doffy who pull themselves along, and then there's a guy like Luffy who flies like in Gear 4th, which kind of used his devil fruit, but also it's very similar to just like Roshiki or whatever, like Geppo Moonstep that CP9 did. So that's a little bit on the, like, I'm not sure how involved that is. So there's derivations, but clearly it's way more than 5. So there you go. All right. Anyway, okay. Hope you enjoyed that. I could tell you enjoyed it, Jay Tanagawa. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Yes, Sanji flies. Count that. That's a flying devil fruit boy, obviously. All right. So it said that you would find the sleeping ancient weapon Pluton. I've never seen it myself, and I'm able to show it to you. Blah blah. Okay, yeah. So you have to remove the walls that surround the nation in order to break out Pluton. Okay. Opening the country is quite a literal act. We would lose our greatest defense and set loose one of the ancient weapons. It would really fuck up the country, too. Like, if you actually broke open Wano, as we're now kind of learning what that actually means, you're gonna have, like look at this. It would be, I guess, this land would open up down here, I suppose. Maybe it would still be flooded, I don't know. But, like, you would now have to, like, climb up here still, and the waterfalls would be gone. So that would be tough. There is an elevator, though, from sea level, they said, so I guess you could just use that elevator. And, I mean, not a lot of people come into Wano anyway. Whatever. Wano's going to be open by the end of One Piece anyway. Whatever. Well, I mean, even if it erodes the mountain, I mean, like, there's still going to be, like, at a minimum, there's going to be, like, a very steep cliff coming up here. I don't know, whatever. Momo definitely did not know about this, because, like, no one knows about this. These are clearly, like, deeply held secrets that, I mean, Momo did not have information. I don't think Momo had any idea what opening the country meant. I guess, you know what? He could have. It is theoretically possible that he could have. But again, don't forget, he was like an 8-year-old kid. He hadn't had many important conversations with Oden. Again, he's 8. So, like, he hadn't learned how to read the poneglyphs like his dad or anything important like that. I mean, he did read Oden's journal just recently. That's true. That's just, who knows if that's one of those details. I mean, again, hey, does Oden know what it means to open up the country? Like the specific practical implications of it here? I mean, they did. He got to Raftel. He learned a lot of secrets. Does that necessarily imply he knew everything about Wano? He probably did. Considering he got to Raftel, he probably did. All right, anyway. Okay, here we go. So, opening the country unleashes Pluton. Okay, so there you go. Why would Kozuki Oden want that? I don't know, many reasons. Everything I have told you was passed down through the generation of shogunate rule. I cannot speak. Hey, I was just thinking, how come they got a shogun but not an emperor? Because like in Japan, I was just learning about this the other day. They like far more important than the shogun is the emperor. So I'm a little curious as to why Oda went with like the shogun guy. I guess that's more like stereotypical because they're like the warlord leader guy, like the chief samurai guy. But like emperors are way up in like the religiosity. Well, emperors were puppets for a time, but not always. You know, not always. Well, I mean, the shogun became the actual ruler as of what point? That was as of like the I can't even remember. There was like a time when that happened, you know, and there was a time before that when the emperors were in charge. Maybe it's so long ago that actually okay. Obviously, my Japanese history is not great. I guess a lot of people would associate shoguns with being like the main ruler. Emperor might feel too celestial dragon like. That's probably true too. You know, to be fair. Yeah. Okay. Anyway. I cannot speak to what Oden may have learned himself during his voyages in the outside world. Indeed. All right. There's everybody hanging out. Cool. The Flower Capital. No man. Oh, okay. So all right. So we're ending that scene. Boom. There you go. Yes, there was a long time period where the shoguns were the ones who were in control, but there was also long times when the emperors were in control. So like, and actually in more modern times, I mean, again, they've been like more of puppets, but since, what's it called? There's a term for it. Hey, do you know what this means? The Meiji Restoration. Do you know what the Meiji Restoration refers to? I'll tell you. It's the period in like the 1800s, I think, where what is being restored? What is being restored? What's being restored is, I think that the guy was like Meiji, that was like his name or something, the emperor being back in charge of the country. So there you go. I mean, I didn't even know that until recently. So I'm just saying, he could have gone with emperor. That's all I'm saying. The emperors were in charge like more recently than the shoguns. But okay, anyway, who knows? Meiji of those chocolates you could buy based. Well, the Meiji Restoration was like a bit before Westernization happened, I think. Okay, whatever. It doesn't matter. Anyway, let's move on. Reading Rurouni Kenshin as a kid taught me all that. Yeah, there you go. I'm not pretending to be an expert. I don't know jack shit about dick. All right. Flower Capital. Here we go. It was a mid-Westernization. Yeah, all right. Fair enough. Okay, no man can hope to stand against the forces of nature alone. Get it? If Kaido was still in charge, I wouldn't have come. Right. Okay, so what we're doing here is we're setting up a thing about why this guy is here and how we're going to make him not, you know, like not fucking continue to like harass the people of Wano. We need a thing to make this guy go away. I wouldn't have come. So basically he heard this and he was like,
I'm gonna come.
Thank you, Baxter.
That's what he said. All right. I'm sure living under his regime was miserable, but the order he imposed was the deterrent that kept other predators from targeting your country. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, makes sense. Right, all right. Okay, just bring me Straw Hat Luffy already. I'll leave you be after I take his head. Okay, there goes Nature Boy. Oh, excuse me. Gotta sip again. Okay, let's call Luffy and the gang and show this guy who's boss, says Cringe Mato. Okay, Momo's like, that's unacceptable. The same goes for you. Do not touch him. After all the time chained up on Onigashima, you finally have your chance to be free. That's why I refuse to taint your send-off until now. I have continued to rely on Luffy, Zoro, and the others, but it is imperative to prove that those of us who are staying here can repel any enemy on our own. Okay, so I mean, I absolutely agree. This does imply that Yamato is leaving. Absolutely. This is a big point for the Yamato join cringe fringe. And I just don't want that to happen. I mean, for a while now, Yamato not joining has been hinging on like Oda would need to subvert what he is obviously setting up. I still hope that happens. We'll see. But not looking that way. However, I will say, it will come back to that maybe, I don't know. In this moment, what am I saying? In this moment, Momo is being based, and I do respect him for wanting to do this stuff. So let's focus on that. We'll come back, you know. Up until now, blah, 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 blah. if we still have to depend on the people who wish to leave, right, including Yamato, how can we look any of you in the eyes and say that Wano is safe with us? It's true. Wano is a rogue state. For the first time in the series, we're looking at a place where the Marines do not come. Well, maybe not like literally the first time, but close to that, you know. Fucking, there weren't too many Marines on fucking Little Garden, whatever. Possibly on Dressrosa, the Marines didn't come. I don't remember. They came afterward. I think they probably did come on Dressrosa, but they just like allowed Daffy to do what he wanted, or maybe they stayed away because he was in charge. Whatever, who cares? Fishman Island, yes, right, like Fishman Island. Good point. And yeah, I mean, who thinks that Fishman Island is well guarded? Like, I mean, seriously, they left Fishman Island with a promise that, like, Luffy said, Fishman Island is under my protection. And then, very conveniently, Oda's never going to write a situation in which that protection is needed, and Luffy needs to go back and protect them, because just don't worry about it. Because Luffy is not built to be a manager of anything. He's built to be a Gold Roger type, which is a guy who didn't give a fuck about anything and just did what he wanted all the time. He is not an empire-building man, you know. Alright, so there you go. Begone Demon Tree, Momonosuke. Okay, he's being a strong boy. So you're just a spoiled kid. I guess even dragons can be pathetic. I said leave. And then Bozo breath activate. Oh, I'm bozoing.
Thank you, Baxter.
Easy money.
Nicely done. Very nicely done. Okay, there you go. Momo has a point, frankly. King and Queen could take over strength-wise after the Straw Hats leave. I mean, absolutely true. Absolutely true. And I mean, I think what we're being set up for is that, yeah, the funny thing is, Kaido's Bozo breath did, like, nothing the whole time. And for some reason, I mean, Momo, he caught him off guard, you know? I mean, he didn't expect Momo to do anything, which is fair. This guy actually hurt somebody with it. I mean, a little bit. I mean, it did go through him, you know? He is a Logia, so this guy ain't using hockey, you know? Alright, anyway, we'll get back to it. Ack! It actually came out. Okay, nicely done. Momonosuke-sama. Okay, you good, boy? Momonosuke, that way. Okay, there you go. Yeah, the Bozo breath. He's going to do it again. Hang on, you crazy bastard. Blah. Amazing. He's managed to control his dragon form, but his aim still leaves much to be. Okay, there you go. So he's shooting his shit. That's fine. It's a little bit, like, weird that he's just, like, so powerful already. But whatever. I mean, he's growing strong really fast. Who cares? It's fine. Now, what do we have here? Leave. Calm down, kid. I was just kidding. He's managing to weaponize his autism. But it's rather embarrassing to watch.
Easy money.
Oh!
Thank you, Baxter.
So anyway, I started blasting. Looks good. All right, nicely done. He's weaponizing his autism. Oh, that's right. Green Bull said Sonic has blue arms, and he did not take kindly to that. All right, there you go. Okay, good job. So he blasted him again. All right, he keeps on blasting. What a pain. Okay, now this is actually my favorite thing he's done so far. So he's like all scorched, but just as like a little sprout, he regrows his entire body immediately. Dude, this is cool. Green Bull is literally Baby Groot. What the fuck, dude? Ah! That's definitely true. Momo has the Yeru fruit model autism. Yeah. Hey, Shadow giving subs.
Thank you, Baxter.
Easy money.
Thanks, dude. All right, so this is Kino. This looks really cool. This is my favorite usage of his power so far, because it makes sense. Like, this guy's just going to keep getting up. I think we can assume that he has, he's Ferngullying. He's both nature and Hexus. I don't even know what that means. This is the coolest thing he's done so far by far. Yeah, I mean, like, his power makes him like a big target, you know? So he's going to need strats like this. But he's going to need, like, just to find ways to avoid this, you know? He's probably got, like, energy limits, but we'll see. We'll see. Okay, here we go. Seriously, is he trying to burn down the whole town? Since you're hellbent on playing hardball, have it your way. I'll skewer you and your wannabe Kaido routine from mouth to tail. Okay, so he's about to go back for more, okay? Until... Whoa! What's that I hear? Okay, so something's up. I recognize the name Ferngully. I don't know more than that. that conquers Haki. Nani? Da-de-da. Okay, who dat? Who dat? The red hair pirates, you're here too. So he's like holding his hands up in sheer terror. Okay, relax, dude. Also, man, Rokugyu is no Akainu, man. Like, what would Akainu do? Would Akainu literally kneel and quake in his fucking boots if fucking, Shanks showed up or whatever? Also, like, literally, how are they talking? They're incredibly far away from each other. I don't know. Hockey man? I don't know. Jesus Christ. Green Bull doesn't talk like a person, just sucking off Akainu, sucking off the world government and exposition. I mean, he is by far the worst admiral so far. He's here as just sort of like a power check test, and also just spout, like, just by far the most ridiculous ideology of, like, anyone on the Marine so far. Whatever. Okay, fine. I mean, not everything he says is totally retarded. It's just like really simplified and, like, not impressive, and I would like it if it was better, you know? Okay. But anyway, let's see what's happening. Boss, don't just use your hockey without warning. All the newbies are forming at the mouth. Revealing that Shanks cannot pinpoint precisely use his hockey, confirming that Shanks is a hockey-let and embarrassing. Absolutely shameful.
The American people are tired of
Hacky. We're tired of Hacky, all right? Okay, I won't call you Marie. So, quietly, Shanks says, 1,000,000 miles away from Rokugyu. Okay, how does he hear him? Literally, what is going on here? How does he hear him? I won't call you Marines cowardly or underhanded for this, but wouldn't you agree it's bad form to go after these worn-out saplings when they're exhausted from making pirate history? Okay, maybe he can't hear him, all right? Let's operate under the assumption he can't literally hear him. Let's find out. Okay, here we go. So that's Luffy stabbed himself. By the way, we actually have never seen this moment in the story before, directly after Luffy stabbed himself, because Shanks was not there when Luffy first stabbed himself. And we cut to, like, Luffy, like, nursing his wound or whatever, like a bandage on his face, and like, just like some other random pirates there, and then we meet Shanks, who is laughing about it. I mean, of course, the pirates were a little, like, freaked out. Yeah, that's definitely Yasop. We can see a little bit of his headband there. I don't know, man. Just, all I'll say about this, it's not like this breaks any continuity. It's just, I get a little tired when we just keep inserting characters into every single possible scene of a character's backstory. We already know that that Shanks is, like, deeply involved with Luffy's childhood, but, like, this is a moment where, like, in fact, you know why this is cringe? Because Luffy thought, in fact, let me pull this up. One Piece, read One Piece, chapter 1. Nate, everyone was there for everything. Cope. I'm coping. All right, check it out. Chapter 1. All right, let's get some chapter 1s in the chat here, please. Just some ones. All right, so right there. The pirates are freaking out. Luffy stabs himself directly in the face. They yell about it, right? Okay, there's Shanks. Okay, all right, fair enough. There's Shanks in the background. And then he's laughing. Okay, so what it's the laugh. It's the crying and the laughing. Of course they would freak out a little bit. But he runs up to him. And he's like, oh, Tasca. It didn't need to be literally Shanks doing this, you know? It didn't need to be literally Shanks up on his ass. And again, it's fine that Shanks is there. It's not really a problem. It's just, I just don't like when things are piled on. Look, of course, it's fine that Shanks was there. I didn't remember him being specifically in the crowd shot, which he is. Okay, fair enough. He was up on his ass. But he didn't need to be the guy crying and holding Luffy specifically, you know? Okay, whatever. It doesn't really matter. It's fine. There's Yasop, too, another known character. All right, that's fine. And yes, Chapter 1 was extremely clean and looks good. So, look, I know this is an argument that not everybody agrees. It's just that it grates on me a little bit when there's just too much backstory. Look, in the same way, like, okay, Oda never said that Uta wasn't definitely part of Luffy's childhood. Oda never said that. So is it wrong to insert Uta into Luffy's backstory? I mean, it's not literally wrong. It's just like cringe. it's just cringe. I mean, and again, and how many characters do we need to add into Luffy's childhood? Fucking Shanks. Shanks chapter 1, that's fine. Ace, we had double Ace with Sabo. Garp is fine. Just keep it light, man. Keep it light. All right, anyway, it's fine. It's fine. Not a serious problem. And I admit, seeing him there, okay, not the worst thing I've seen in the world. Obviously, there's Momo and Odin. Everyone's favorite character, Momo. I guess Hiyori with Toki. A very appropriately named character. And this is, people have said this is Uta. People have wondered what this is. People said that the hair confirms it. No, we've seen, I think, young Uta. I don't know 100% for sure. It's a little vague. I think it is almost definitely is Uta. It would make sense. This is the Uta promotional chapter. And again, I'm not even really bothered by it. Again, someone said in the thing before that this is a tasteful amount of Uta right here. That's fine. That's fine. But what's like not as much my favorite of what's going on here is just that Shanks didn't need to be here whatsoever, and the entire situation is concocted so that Shanks can say this line right here, or whatever. Does the new age frighten you that much? He said really serious this time. So, Uta being in this one little thing, that's not a problem. I'm not bothered by that. But it's the entire Shanks appearance right here. And again, why is Shanks here? Shanks is here to do what? To scare off this one admiral, and he assumes that it will. In fact, okay, we're going to talk about the implication of protecting the thing. We're going to talk about it. We'll come back to this. Okay, does the new age scare you that much? Okay, Shanks is mad. Whatever. He's seething at them. I get already. It's not like I want to pick a fight with you guys. Not today, anyway. Okay, so Rokugyu is literally sneezing and coping right now. He didn't even come to see Luffy. Yeah, to not see Luffy. Exactly. Right. Does New Peace frighten you that much? Yes! It's absolutely terrifying! Every day. Does Film Red frighten you that much? Yes. Okay, so there's whatever. There's everybody. They're crying. Okay, oh, we did it. We scared him off. So he thinks that he scared him off successfully, I guess. Okay, fine. And he was here to capture Luffy. This plan was not going to work because Luffy is invincible now. Luffy is Nika, and there's no chance that this guy could beat Luffy. Again, if he just ran away from the mere mention of Shanks being in the area, then I just don't think he had any chance of taking down Luffy. They're saying oh, they're still healing. Luffy's in fine shape right now. Luffy is fine. What's it say? Film Red will, what are we saying? Reveal where the last road poneglyph is. Oh my, it might. And again, that's not the worst thing that could ever, it doesn't ruin One Piece. It's just, I don't like when outside sources inform the original too much. And again, that's why the movies are filler and I don't care about them at all. Because they followed that rule for the most part, Yeah, he's definitely scared of Beckman. That's the real smart guy. Okay, here you go. There's way more allies here to fight than just Luffy. It would have been an going alone to try to take on Luffy was insane from the start. So I don't even know what the plan was here exactly. Okay, he's gone. She. Guess we don't need to lend a hand after all. Check Momo out. Indeed, and that hockey was strong right now too. Who was that? A familiar face just popped into my head. One Piece. There goes Shanks. Palm trees in the back of the ship. End of chapter. No break next week, I don't think. And, Luffy looks cool. Oh, it's the big four boys. We did it. Yeah, these are the strongest fighters in the crew, I guess. Although, Jinbei hasn't really been, that impressive in fights. He's definitely strong. Don't get me wrong. He definitely is very strong. So, these guys were just watching, letting Momo fight, which I guess is fair. Momo specifically said, just let me fight them. And they let him do it. That's fine. I got no problem with that. Luffy's panel here. Yeah, this is a nice, endearing panel of Luffy. I have no problem with the panel. If I have any issues, it would be with other things in the chapter. Okay, let's just look at this real quick. Okay, color pages. And most importantly, down here, our boys at TCP, they gave us a little extra bit right here. I have come to promote Film Red!
Thank you, Baxter.
Thank you, Baxter. And then Oda was saying...
Easy money!
Thank you, Shanks. And I really think that's... Did you just link it, Spooker? Is that the thing again? Oh, here we go. What do we got here? Okay, we got another one. Hey, Beck, isn't it time to go claim it? Red. The tickets for One Piece Film Red releasing August 6th, 2022.
Thank you, Baxter.
Thank you, Baxter.
Easy money!
Shut up, bitch.
That's good stuff, man. That's good stuff. By the way, there was another one. I found this. I was reading a thread on A or something before, where it was like it was this page, but instead of this, it said, hey, Ben or whatever. Isn't it time to go claim it? And then in here it said like, this man has been toying me along for like decades now, and we still don't have One Piece. Why am I following this guy? I think I made a huge mistake. And then it's like, we gotta find the One Piece. I laughed when I saw that. Big news, Artur got something wrong. Is that true? I mean, I don't begrudge the man. He makes mistakes sometimes. Let's, all right, let's take a look, I guess. Gomu, no popcorn holders for attendees of One Piece Film Red. Is it because he didn't call it the Nika no Mi, everyone knows the official name? Why you call it the Gomu no Mi, Artur? Is that the scam? I mean, this is fine. Like, this is very silly, obviously, and I don't know, it's fine. Gomu sounds cringe. I'm all about Nika now. All right, so we're going back. I have no problem with that. You know, I did kind of weirdly think that, like, Beckman had, like, no expression. Oh, where'd that go? He had, like, no reaction here whatsoever. I really don't... Yeah, I think that's why people put, like, I have made a huge mistake. Why? Why was that there? I don't get it, man. I don't get it. He just looks very unimpressed. He really could have given him more intensity. And this man needs development. Oh, yeah. Truly the smartest man in East Blue. You know, remember that old meme? Oh, and what was that? Base News Morgans. Thanks, buddy.
Thank you, Baxter.
All right, let's see. Finish in less than 10 minutes and win $100. Lose and change your Twitter name to President of the Jinbei Fan Club. I can't make a promise like that. Wait, what is this, a crossword puzzle? Oh my god. Okay, you know what? Maybe we can do this. Tell you what, we could start the timer at the end. We'll give myself I won't look at it now. I just pulled it up on the other chat here. All right, maybe we could do that real quick just for fun. I don't know. I got time. All right, everyone knows Yosaku and Johnny are the strongest in East Blue. Obviously true. That's a bruh. That's definitely a bruh moment going on right here. I can actually physically hear the bruh when he's like, "Why didn't we do this like a million years ago, Shanks? You didn't even get anything by fucking Kaido and Big Mom being defeated because you just left." Now again, I will say Shanks being here makes some sense if again he's continuing to baby Luffy and he shows up places to like help. I mean, this isn't even really helping Luffy. Luffy was not really in danger here. Is he like just why? His actions are confusing unless there's a big get out of jail free card that I actually hope that he's doing, and it would be this. This would make sense. Sort of. And I don't think that it's true at all. Exactly. If his plan was here, he knows that Kaido was defeated, to come here, to get that poneglyph, now that he knows it's available and he snuck in and snuck out somehow, that would be fine. Because again, like, he's saying to Ben Beckman in that panel or whatever for like the next chapter, like, isn't it time we go get the One Piece? Okay, but like, does he actually even want it if he thinks that like Luffy's gonna be the one to do it? You know? Like, Whitebeard was straight up, I don't give a fuck, I'm not gonna do it. I don't care. But I don't know, like, he's here just, okay, so now we have to talk about this whole, like, guardianship thing, right? The guardianship of Wano was the last thing I want to talk about here, which is thusly, all right? So the whole deal here was that, everything about this was that an admiral shows up to attack Wano and capture Luffy, blah, blah, blah. Momo and the people who are staying on Wano, they think that they need to defend Wano by themselves because Luffy and Yamato, like, whatever, people want to leave, right? People want to leave, and they need to be able to defend it. And we as readers, like, we were asking a lot of the time, when Luffy leaves, what's to stop, I don't know, like Kaido from just coming back and taking over? Kaido, who's probably not dead, because we know 100% that Big Mom is not dead, or else Zeus would be dead. So Kaido's probably alive somewhere. Or, you know, the admirals or anybody else wants to come in and claim Wano, etc., you know? As Oda has written it in explicit text, Shanks arrived to support Luffy in case raid fail, and he arrived as Luffy had already won, and so was about to leave when Green Bull arrived. Well, Oda definitely didn't write that in explicit text, I don't think. I mean, I don't know. I don't think I believe that Shanks was here, like, to support Luffy during, like, look, at this point, why not just form an actual alliance with Luffy if you care about, like, him winning so much? Like, Shanks clearly doesn't want to interfere or even get involved, really, with Luffy's quest. Like, yes, he showed up in Marineford. That wasn't really about Luffy. I mean, he didn't even step in to, like, specifically save Luffy. He specifically saved Kobe, you know? He just wanted the war to end because, again, like, yes, obviously Shanks is a big, like, le next generation guy. Shanks made a Nen oath. He can't do it yet. Shanks clearly made a Nen oath. Nen. He clearly ate the Nen devil fruit. That's the one. I mean, yeah, Yamato could be like an ally character. I mean, I think there's tons of flags that Yamato is going to join, tragically. But okay, right. So let me finish my thoughts here about this, and then we'll talk about whatever. The implication, okay, Admiral shows up, Momo fights him off, like, barely. Okay, Momo is, like, developing into, like, a strong guardian dragon of Wano. Okay, cool. Like, the samurai were total jobbers. It's just Momo. So I've got to say that Momo by himself, I mean, right after, we see the Admiral here being like, you know, I'm actually fine from that. I'm a fucking Admiral. Yes, you can burn me up, but, like, I'm super strong and stuff. I just come back, and I'm going to kill you now. And I absolutely think that this Admiral would definitely defeat Momo. I mean, that's not even, like, hard to imagine whatsoever. He was absolutely mogging the entire group here, until Shanks showed up, and we see it coming from down in the ocean. Man, that's a long distance hockey blast, huh? Yeah. So. Green Bull would have at least gotten to the Straw Hats. And yeah, and I don't think he would have captured Luffy. I mean, Luffy's Nika now. He's invincible. Like, Luffy could beat this guy, at the very least, with everybody else helping him out, you know, for sure. But the thing is, so we're setting up like, Momo's the strong defender, though. But it's literally Shanks who stops them. This is so strange. This is so strange what Oda's doing here. On the one hand, he's like, Momo needs to be independent and defend Wano with just his powers. And then the next thing that happens is that Shanks is actually the one to scare Rokugyu away. And then at the end, Shanks just, like, sails away immediately. So, like, what is to... I mean, in all seriousness, let's say Luffy and everybody leaves. What is to stop them from just coming back any time after Luffy's gone? And they're gonna know when Luffy's gone. Now, again, I'm gonna give Oda some rope here, because it's not totally insane. I understand what Oda wants me to believe, and I don't think he's making the worst case in the world. It's true. We should have had 30 chapters of Raizo standing still. That would have been better. It's not totally unbelievable. Anything like what Oda is wanting us to believe is that Momo is getting more and more powerful. You know, I really think that he should show, like, more of their forces are around, because all we've seen, there's, like, a handful of samurai. Right, the Netflix One Piece is going to explain everything. It's just, I mean, you know, I'm just really not convinced that Wano is, like, super well protected right now. Momo is really not that powerful. He does a big bozo blast, you know, he does a big bruh blast. Not the worst in the world. But the Admiral totally shrugged it off, and so other people would as well, you know? I don't know. So it's just, it's a strange kind of double thing that he's doing, to immediately have Shanks be the one to actually scare him off, because Shanks ain't staying around, Luffy ain't staying around, nobody's staying around, and Kaido's alive, man. I mean, we don't know that for sure. Big Mom is alive, Kaido's probably alive. They could just come back. Fucking, I don't know, get Pluton or some shit, you know? So I don't know what that's about exactly, but we'll see. One Piece will have Shanks looking on with an evil grin as Luffy eats the Gomu. Oh, sorry, the Hito Hito no Mi model. Indeed. And and again, Morgan's or Mr. Based, I agree. I would love it. There was a fundamental misunderstanding with fans of One Piece, despite their good intentions. What is it, Stinky? But yes, I would love it if this continues to be a thing where Momo chooses to stay. However, it kind of looks like, it kind of looks like those guys didn't notice, but these guys noticed the hockey. These guys think that Momo just like scared him off. I really think that's the implication here. See, Stinky, that idea that Oda says he's literally making a funny cartoon, that excuse does not hold up, and yes, it is an excuse. What that is it informs part of the way that One Piece is meant to be read. I mean, was One Piece just a silly cartoon when Luffy got back up the final time in the fight against Rob Lucci? Was that just a silly thing happening? Was it just a silly thing when Ace died right in front of us? Was that just... No, obviously One Piece is a mixture of comedic elements and dramatic stakes, and there is a balance to be found. So, you know. So you can't just explain away every moment of tension as you're caring about it too much, because One Piece is obviously a balance between the two, and there was no dramatic tension. Unless the raid had failed. See, that was the thing. I did not laugh at Ace's death. I was fucked up about that, man. It's like giving J.K. Rowling a pass with bad writing because, oh, they're just kids' books, but then people are dying, but it doesn't later on. Sure, or anybody. I quite loved Harry Potter growing up, man. Although I did think it was rather... I know she did it on purpose. I'm still mad at J.K. Rowling for killing off either Fred or George, one of the twins. And I know the point was to show, like, war is hell, but still, fuck you. Fuck you for that. That was not cool, man. Alright, anyway. TBH, I don't like One Piece anymore. I'm only reading because it's going to end soon, and I'm curious, I guess. Interesting. You know, I think for guys like you, and to me, who feel some frustrations with Wano, or just, when we get out of Wano, there will inevitably be a resurgence of that adventurous spirit, because there just has to be. And that's going to be invigorating for me, for sure. We've been in Wano for 4 years. Jesus Christ, it's time to go! And we're about to, fairly soon. I'm thinking I mean, how many chapters ago did we guess, like 3 or 4 chapters? How long to get out of Wano? I am guessing, I mean, obviously, Act 4 hasn't even started yet, Kabuki Bros! It's coming! You misinterpreted what I mean. Well, Stinky, I mean, I've seen your arguments many times, Stinky. I don't want to misrepresent you, but you commonly say to issues that I raise is that, like, I'm not engaging with it in a serious, goofy way. And I agree. There are times when I can be not read. I mean, I talked about this in my, like, technical thematic video. I do want to engage with the series in the way that the author wants you to. That's just the smart way to engage with any kind of media. However, the flip side of that is I think that there tends to be an excuse that people can bring up to excuse, and I'm not even talking like about One Piece specifically right now, but there can be bad writing where people can say, well, you're just not looking at it at the way that they wanted to. There are times when authors kind of, I mean, they just do things that just aren't great writing choices, you know? I'm not saying Oda does that all the time or anything. I'm not talking about anybody specifically, but I mean, I strongly resist like that feeling specifically. I personally have a big aversion to that like aspect of things, because I want things to be held to a high standard. And excuse me. Again, I'm not even talking about like Oda's letting me down all the time. I'm so smart, he's so dumb. That's not my point. One Piece definitely has dramatic stakes, like a lot. Nate's lack of faith in death of the author is strong, but I frankly kind of believe that idea when it suits me and then not when I don't, because I don't think that it's any kind of like hardline axiom that you have to believe in 100% or 0%. It's just authors can be mistaken. Sometimes authorial intent is a very useful thing to use as a guide to understand something. Other times their own interpretation of their art is not useful, and it has outgrown their understanding, as is super common of art, you know? So, and what was this meme here? Let's see what we got. A man 8 years of age surveys their progress as they drift in the night air of the renowned land of samurai. He may lack physical strength, but he compensates with his devotion to duty and balanced compassion. He may lack physical strength. Be gone. Well, he's working on it. He's working on it. He's working on it, you know. He's got that bozo blast. All right. Now, does I have anything else I want to say about this? Not really, I guess. Did you see this scene? What do we got? Okay, whatever. I'm not going to click on a bunch of links here. We got stuff to do. Nate, if one was surrounded by drinkable water, why were they all so thirsty all the time? I find it believable that it's polluted. I think that is believable because they've been there for 20 years. They clearly polluted the land quite a bit. I mean, I know that's a lot of water to pollute, but like the surface layer could be covered in muck, or they simply didn't know. Well, okay, if you're starving or if you're like dying of thirst, you're gonna try the water around you. You know, you're gonna give it a try. So like, they're gonna experiment. You know. Oh, look at Otsuko down there. Yeah, she looks great. Okay. Somebody's poisoned the water hole. Very base. Okay, well, with that said, I think we're done with the chapter, and I believe there is one next week. I don't have anything else to say. Let's just promote Film Red, right? That's what we want. I think it's time to check in on our vote to find out if it was Goda or Hakta. Oh yeah, I saw the palm trees on Shanks' ship, which is consistent with designs we've seen in the past. Yep. Don't know what it means. I mean, again, on the Thousand Sunny, they've got grass on the deck, and they've got Mikan trees. Fucking what's-her-face's trees. All right, boys, it's time to guess. It's time to deduce what's the deal. Okay, here we go. You ready? Here's our voting. Nate, I want you to watch Film Red and talk about it. You know, honestly, I'll consider doing that. You know, there's going to be time probably coming up. It's something to do. You know, I do a One Piece show weekly. If there's like space, I think that's not like the worst idea in the world. I'm not going to probably rush to it. All right, here we go, boys. Okay, so the votes are in, and we're seeing 35% Goda, 65% Hakta. Okay, so the people are feeling strong this time. They're feeling real strong. Okay, now Goda's had a pretty good run for a while. He has. In fact, I think Goda might be getting a little cushy. He might be getting a little too comfortable in his position, you know?
I'm the Joker, baby.
But perhaps he should doubt things. Because, I mean, what did this chapter have? This chapter had an admiral being reduced to an absolute jobber. All right. Ooh, didn't love that. Did he elaborate on his world philosophy in it? Nope. He was the worst admiral so far. Clearly, he did have a cool moment with his devil fruit. Very true. Now, and Shanks, again, shows up. Doesn't do much. He might have done something. We're only speculating, you know? And then he pieces out. Not the worst thing in the world. But then Oda is like, Momo needs to defend it with just the people on Wano. Meanwhile, Shanks is actually the guy who drives him off. And Shanks immediately leaves. The guy could just wait for Shanks to leave and then kill him again. Again, oh, my lightning hockey from a million miles away. And by the way, I just gotta check this thing one more time. See if they actually read the stuff. Yeah, I don't want to forget. So there was cool lore. I mean, this underwater Wano stuff, I mean, pretty cool. That's fine. Not super interesting, but cool. Pluton being built in, that's fine. I mean, just continue stuff. Pluton being here is a little bit hacked still, because the Alabasta hints were there previously. And I think Oda definitely just changed his mind. And where Bozo Breath went off. Pretty cool.
Bruh.
I like the water buildup thing. The wall being built is kind of cool. Oh, my fire retardant bark. And I don't know, Shanks long distance. By the way, some people were saying that like Shanks did something with his sword here. That's just definitely not implied. Yeah, I don't know. Like Shanks, it continues to like nanny Luffy from afar. I mean, that's fine, I guess. Pretty convenient. I don't know. Green Bull's raid failed. Right, so a raid technically failed in the arc. And, okay, and we can't forget just the movie shilling. Oh, you gotta love it. It's fine. I'm not the defendant. I just kind of think that Shanks' entire appearance here was to promote the movie more than anything else. And otherwise, Oda would have just had, you know, fucking... I don't know. I don't want to ascribe that much ill will to Oda about this, because we're getting to Shanks' time in the story probably, so it's a fairly natural time for him to come up. But I don't know. Just not the most impressive appearance. It was kind of okay, I guess. We're getting there. I don't know. It wasn't terrible. It wasn't terrible. There's some okay stuff. But movie filler, you know, whatever. That's definitely that's definitely a hack to vote right there. It's hack. That's confirmed hack to boys. Oh, I'm so sorry, go to boys. Not this time. Thank you, Baxter. That's a classic hack to move right there. It's easy money, baby. I think. All right, the Goda streak has been busted wide open. Once in a while, you got to give it to Hackta, you know. Heck yeah, I'm late paying rent this month. Truly easy. Another week. You finally won. Congratulations, Dr. Feelgood, PhD. The only medical man that I trust. You lost kidneys. Oh, won 31,000 buckaroos. Congratulations. Can you make an ARC review, Nate? Eventually, yes. Eventually, yes. Is Shanks holding a sword with two hands? No, that's actually his cock. He's just got it wrapped around. He's got a big cock. You know? That's all there is to say. I thought I had a good follow-up to that. Okay, I don't. All right, well, it's time to end the stream. But before we do that, have you done an ARC tier list? I have not. And you know what? The good thing about an ARC tier list is I could do it pretty quickly. All right, are you ready? I'm going to give myself 10 minutes on the clock. Let's see about that translation issue, shall we? Let's give it a shot here. I'm gonna give it my best shot. All right, let's do a crossword. All right, 10 minutes. Here's a bonus round for money, I guess. Okay. Oh God. Oh, this is so many things. Okay, Gojin, Fishman, Knight. God, Yoshin. I don't know. Oh God, this is a lot of shit. Okay, let me convert to my Wapanese here. How does this even work? Oh God. Okay, all right, you type. All right, well, okay, there's a long one. Oh, wait, is this asking me to do it in, like, hiragana or something? You click and type? Okay, oh, wait. Oh, okay. I got it. Is it in, is it phonetically? Okay, all right, got it. Oh, God. In 10 minutes? I'm supposed to do this in 10 minutes? Okay, restart the clock. It's starting now. Okay, go. Okay, that is dead god Shinigami, probably. I'm just guessing. It's got probably Shinigami. Okay. Oh, wait. Oh, it's like... Oh, I get it. Oh, this is way easier than I thought. Okay. That's Gyo... Gene. Now I get it. All right, can I phone a friend, please? Okay, I don't know number 3 offhand. That's North. Man, King, Sama. North. Hoku no. Let me try. Hoku no. Oh, God. How do you say Man, King, Sama? I don't know what that means. What's this in reference to? Not man? Is that not man? Oh, no, you're right. That's not man. Shit. That's, I actually don't know that kanji. Okay, well, I guess I'll come back to that. Delete. Okay, we'll come back. Okay, that's Ningyo, which is mermaid. Ningyo, I know that one. Oh, I think this one is, I actually fucking know. It's Chidori. Yeah, no helping, everybody. This, in fact, okay, I'm gonna get rid of the chat. All right, I've moved the chat so I can't even see it. Well, I kind of need to see it. I don't know. I'll try not to look. 11. Mugiwara no something taste. Mugiwara no Ichimi. I think that's right. Like, does Ichimi like mean something? I think. Shit. Okay, I think that's right. Okay, that's Pinatsugaski. That's a reference to old Anya-san. That's gonna be tsu, ga, su, ki. Nailed it. Oh. Oh, based. Wait. How's that wrong? P. Oh, shit. Oh, it needs a dash. Oh, okay. P, na, tsu, ga, ski. Nailed it. All right, great. 3. Okay, wait, skip that one. That's, evening, sun. You, shit. No. You. Oh, Lord. Oh, God. Uni? Oh, God. Shit. What is it? It's day, obviously. Key? Oh, no. What is that? Yuhi. Oh, God. Amamiya Yuhi. Got it. Okay, there we go. There's a lot of onyomi for that one, or whatever the fuck it's called. Okay. Chuni byo. Easy. Middle schooler sickness. Chuni byo. Nailed it. Okay. Father Taskete. So it's chi ta su ke te. Nailed it. 6. Zen o sama. I think that's a Dragon Ball reference. Zen o sama. Nailed it. All right, we're getting there. Let's see here. 9 is you. Chunibyo. Okay. 4. Hoku no. What is that? Shit. Okay, no. So it's not. It's kita. What? Shit. God damn it. No H. That's north. God damn it. Oh, I'm right with. Oh. Okay. What's it giving me red then? I thought it would give you the correct characters. Hoka no. I know it's O-sama. I know that's right. It's just this one kanji. Wait. Oh, wait. No. I do recognize that. Do 3 down. Okay. 3 down is. Yeah. That's definitely ya. Yagami. That's the one. Yagami. Nailed it. Last one. Oh God. I've got like 3 minutes left or something. Just that one. What is that? Rice patty on top and the radical in the bottom. Wanakani is jammed inside. Oh, was it Kita? Kita. God damn it. Kitano. Right. Kitano. God damn it. I don't know. Joel, I'm just going to guess. I can't remember those 3 letters. Kai. Oh, yeah, baby! Yo, I just fucking guessed some letters for that shit. The American people are tired of not. Thank you, Baxter. Easy money. Holy based, I did it. I guess you owe me $100. Oh, we did it. Thank God, because I was not prepared to change my name on anything. Kai-o-sama. Kitano Kai-o-sama. I don't actually remember that one. Okay, I gotta look on G-Show what that one is. Hang on.
That's pretty good, right?
Nate, I'm so unironically proud of you. Have a good night. Oh, thanks, dude. And, $100. Oh, thanks, dude. Thank you, Baxter. We should have made a poll, and then you could have bet on if I win or not. You're right. You're absolutely right about that. Thanks, dude. So it's Kai. Okay, so Northern. Oh, Dragon Ball Northern Kai. The Northern Kai. As in King Kai. Right. Northern King Kai, because that's what he is. It was just King Kai originally, but then they made a whole 4 guys of him, and then the Supreme Kai, etc. Fascinating stuff. Thanks, man. That was fun. I'm pretty good at this, man. I fucking read all that kanji. Kai-ol-ken. Oh, like Kaioken, huh? All right, we did it. Hey, thanks for the quiz, man. That's fun. I can't believe I actually got them all right. You helped me out though with like the dash. The dash I guess was fair. All right, everybody. I guess we're done. It's been a pleasure. I'm mere weeks away from being actually Japanese. This is inspiring. This is good. Makes me want to. I'm a little bit lagging behind on my Genki studies. I got to charge into chapter 2 and keep going. Put a link so we can try. Sure. Here. I guess I'll just copy this right here. Hang on. Here you go. All right, check it out. There it is in the thing. You can grab it right there if you care to. All right, everybody. It's been a pleasure. Thanks for watching. That's the end of Talking Pirates for today, I guess. I'm out here, everybody. Have a good night. Hey, go practice your Japanese. Hit your lifts. I hit mine today. It was real good. Yo, I spotted a guy who was going for a personal PR today. He was going for a 275 bench. Oh, he was so close. He was right on the edge. That guy was pretty ripped, gotta say. And he didn't quite make it. But he's going to get it next time. And you can get it next time, too. Do your reps, everybody. All right, see you later. Bye.